Good evening, people, ladies and gentlemen. This video is going to be a whole new setup. There would be a time coming, and a lot of people, I'm not going to name them, but this right here, there's a very true story. In 1972, there was a plane crash in the mountains, snowy mountains. Multiple people died in that crash. They buried quite a few of the dead of that crash site. There was multiple total, say about total 15 survivors towards the end of it. But before they were found, there was a couple of people that just barely hanging on. They had little food on the airplane. Well, when that food ran out, there was no food for a day or two. Guaranteed, by the third day of this plane crash, the rest of the survivors, but one in particular survivor, made a decision to eat another human. The other survivors, they didn't want it. But this one particular guy, or female, took it upon themselves to take the lead and told the others, if you don't eat this flesh, you will die. But now can you imagine very cold temperatures, nothing to eat, but you had to eat your friend in order to survive until you was found. This comes to the future. Based upon Earth is dying, the food is dying, proclaimed by certain individual or individuals. What if the Earth and the food is dying? That means insects, bugs is dying too. What are you going to eat when you run out of that food that you have? Or are you just going to lay there and starve to death? These people gets on YouTube proclaiming Earth is dying all the food is dying. Cows, plants, vegetables, insects. There's too much food here. The future of the cannibalism are people going to go to that extreme after shit hits the fan, that they will kill a child to eat, to kill another human being just for the flesh? I'm not. I refuse to eat another human being. I can understand that airplane crash. But when the shit, excuse me, hits the fan, I will not kill another human just for that flesh. Because I know there's going to be still some kind of food. To be around. I know there are seeds out there that I can get to be able to grow a little bit of food. I might have to become a vegetarian, but I will not eat another human. All this chaos that's leading us to a disaster of extreme surviving under extreme pressure. I have yet to understand certain individuals to proclaim there is no more food. There's no more animals. Because everything is dying. Partay in their mind. Are you letting people know that you're going to kill a child just so you can eat? Will the mama and daddy kill their own children to eat? Will the children kill their mother just so they can eat? The people that's not preparing and stocking up on things that they can survive with. I'm not much of a bug eater, but I would eat bugs. Because there's always some kind of way to cook it before I eat it. Some individuals complaining and stating the earth is dying. All the food is dying. All the cows, pigs, Chickens are dying. Plants, vegetables, crops are dying. All the fishes, everything is dying. But that leads to one item of food. Another human. Are you people going to go to that extreme? Are you that sick? Just because you're hungry? And this also reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer. Not only he was raping those kids, he was chopping them up and stuffing them in freezers so he could fucking eat their flesh. And I'm not saying that Hannibal Lecter in the movie Hannibal, that was another sick individual to present what could come. But the future of our lives will be coming to that point that 90% of the individuals, when they run out of food because they was not prepared for all the destruction and disasters, yeah, they will. And they will not have no remorse to kill another human being. Because you know they're not going to eat an already dead person. Because that's what they're going to say, disease, pestilence. That's no good meat. Because they want fresh meat. Those individuals is secretly coming out. And I can name a few just by watching just one video on YouTube. And I am subscriber to that person. I'm not mentioning no names. But I think it's pretty sick that it's going to come down to the future of all cannibalism. People eating people. Because they claim the earth is dying, the food, crops. Well, when that happens, there's only one thing left to eat, is another human being. In the mind of a real person, we're ready to lay down and die with dignity, with self-respect. To bring this to a point, even, let's just say, They're tired that microchips being forced upon all humanity. And therefore the ones that does not take it and accept that microchip to be implanted in their body means no food, no home, no job. Are you going to turn into a cannibalism? Willing to kill because you have no food to eat? So you're going to take it upon your hands to kill a child or another human being just so you can get your belly full? That hits your stomach, don't it? Since there's no more food in the whole world because the earth is dying, I don't think so. There are multiple bunkers that has seeds, corn, beans, rice, wheat, okra. They keep that bunker at a certain temperature to preserve those seeds. I will find my way to that bunker before I will kill another human being for food. Because I'm hungry? I don't think so. But people that I watched, one in particular, that person, that individual or individuals will eat another human. You never know. Yeah, there's cannibalism now, but it's not widespread. Just only sick individuals, or you're so doped up on some kind of synthetic drug. And those are just a few. But now, can you imagine out of 1,000 in the whole world that eats other human beings, comparing to millions of people doing that? By proclaiming that this earth is dying, the food is dying, food shortage. That's interpreting to become a cannibalism. Do you ever think about what kind of a person, what they have running through their body while you eating that flesh? Have you ever thought about the outcome of your own self? excuse me. Excuse me. Before I do anything stupid like that, I would lay down and die before I would eat another human. I would never put myself in that predicament. But I do know there are some people that will do that. Mama and daddy's going to teach their children how to eat another human. Drinking their blood just so they can have liquid. Would you eat your own mother? A 90-year-old woman? Would you eat your sister? Because you're hungry? Would brother and sister kill each other just for their flesh? Would grandpa kill their grandkids just so they can eat their flesh, their loved ones, their friends? What will you do? When there's no more food? Or when you run out of your own food that you stocked up? Because after you run out of your food, you can go to other people that has food. You will kill them. Then what you going to do after all that food is done? You're going to turn on each other. Flesh for flesh. After shit hits the fan. Anyway, this is a hard topic to think about. And I was very seriously think that you people need to think about this before you jump into anything or making any decision at all. Well, I love you. Peace out.